I think one of the issues that I'm facing at the moment as head of PAC UK is really trying to understand and support businesses and producers in how they go forward with their packaging and give them clarity about fees, about materials, and trying to help inform their decisions. And also see how we can do things more widely than just the strict requirements of the SI, about supporting refill and reuse, about listening to what we can do to support infrastructure and generally support the sector so that we can move to a situation where we actually have environmentally sustainable packaging.
I think this sector needs to talk more and understand more about what the kind of pressure it's under at the moment. And this year's been a big one in terms of packaging reform, in terms of what the government wants this industry to deliver on. And it's changing all the time. So many different parts of that supply chain here. It's important that everyone knows what they're doing. It's important to know what the stress points are, and ultimately collaboration has been a big theme. It's probably time to do a bit of that and to actually collaborate as an industry, and events like this can actually help. They help people to network, and it's a good starting point in many cases, yeah.
It's really important to get that cross-value chain, joined up thinking and understand where everybody is so that we're all working towards the same targets. We're delivering all the benefits that need to be delivered to help our economy grow and to really drive home the circular economy principles.
The people here who are attending are exactly the people that I want to meet, so I feel like each person I'm meeting, I have something very relevant to have a conversation about, and all very, very topical. So it's a great audience and a great collection of people with a lot of knowledge and skill set.
What I've been really impressed with is the breadth of different delegates from different sectors and from different parts of the value chain. So what I'd really like to see next year and really understand is the progress that companies have made in the next 12 months, and especially as we hit the end of 2025 when there's a lot of targets that are going to be announced and the results of those targets are going to be announced, how people have really responded to those challenges over the last 5 years and what companies have done in order to actually deliver against those targets in the areas that they found really difficult, and really what the focusing on sort of the challenges that for the next 5-10 years.
Well, what interests me particularly is a circular economy for flexible plastic packaging, especially food grade, given the sort of products that Mondelez make of snacks that consumers enjoy every day. Accept the fact that the whole conference can't just be about one part of the packaging industry though, so it's nice to get the balance of learning about what's happening with reuse and EPR fees and all of the other activities that are going on in the packaging world.
I think what's really interesting that people are getting the point that packaging is actually an investment to save the carbon of the products that are inside it. So good to hear that, and good to see DEFRA at the conference as well.
I think it's a bit of both. It's a heck of an opportunity that we have to take advantage of. It's a challenge because we are going to do something that's not natural for us as an industry because we're competitors, but we have to collaborate. If we don't collaborate, we're not going to get to go where we need to be going.
I'm really enjoying the conference so far. It's really great to see such a variety of speakers. It's really great to be at events like this where we have lots of different actors from the supply chain, lots of different companies coming together, exchanging ideas. I'm really looking forward to actually the networking side of the day, being able to catch up with customers, competitors, and other sort of industry colleagues to be able to talk about what we've heard today and get together, because it's really sometimes quite rare that we get to be able to all be in the same room.
I think what's fantastic is that we see a lot of old faces, or familiar faces I should say, not old faces, but actually what would be great is to start to see some of that new blood coming through, and actually how we can start to educate them and start to formulate some of the vision that we want for the future, because we know it's going to take time. So what we need is kind of the next generation as well with us. I think also maybe a bit more broader around the full value chain. I'm not sure if we've got many or much kind of representation from local authority here today. We know in waste management, we've got some retailers, we've got some fantastic brands, but I think we could maybe start to see a little bit more within the full value chain. So when we're having these discussions and we're listening to these panellists, it starts to resonate really quickly within the room. It's great we've got an NGO here and RAP, but I think we need a bit more broader within the sector.
terms of representation from waste, I think we are, over the last 4 or 5 years, we've done a good job, and I mean all of waste management companies. So you'll see Suez's name mentioned, Veolia will probably be here, and ourselves. But we could do more, for sure. We could educate our comrades in that room, our packaging, contacts. We could educate them even more about what happens to waste in the real world, and they could perhaps design packaging differently in respect to that.
I would definitely attend this. This is a good, high-powered group of individuals that are the decision-making nexus of what we're going to do with packaging in the UK going forward.
Yeah, I'd definitely attend and return next year. Recommend it to all my colleagues and any acquaintances that I have in the industry. It's, like I say, a really useful event to come and make sure you're up to speed with what's going on, not just from packaging materials and the industry, but also what's happening with legislation and regulations, and where you need to invest your own knowledge and development, as well as what you need to be doing as a business.